God, look at those bags. I have a question and I have a statement. Before I forget, let's start with the statement. If you're not my mother, my best friends, or God, you can shut the fuck up. I'm dead serious now. I've been criticized. I was one of those nerdy kids who was bullied, and then I did karate and all that stuff. And I've been criticized for being black. I've been criticized for being short when I was little. I've been criticized for all kind of shit. But I'm 51 years old, and I'm done. I'm done being criticized. I'm not playing. I'm done being criticized. I don't give a fuck if I am wrong. Let's put that out there first. I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong. You know why? You don't have the right to criticize me. You know why? Because I got to pay that 60 grand tuition. There are people in America, especially, who have worked against me since I was born. And it's like they've worked against me before they were born. But now everybody wants to speak up. It's 2026. Everybody wants to voice their opinion. Let me tell you something. This is business. And in business, if you don't own the company, your opinion doesn't matter. If you're not a shareholder, your opinion doesn't matter. So my going back to college, that's business. I have to pay that 60 grand. You ain't paying it. Oh, I'm sorry. You aren't paying it. You aren't paying the 60 grand that I have to pay. So I don't owe you shit. So why should I listen to your opinion? You call me an asshole? You need to call your boyfriend an asshole next time he whoops your ass. Call your man an asshole next time he whoops your ass. Call your senator an asshole next time he gets you fired or raises the gas prices. Don't call me an asshole. I'm responsible for Brian Bondurant. That's what my parents told me. You are responsible for Brian Bondurant. That's it. And it was Brian Bondurant's idea to create Duck Girl. It was Brian Bondurant's idea to create Soundman and Rhodey. It was Brian Bondurant's idea to honor the Bronte sisters and their brother Branwell to create Thrushcross Grange. Who helped Brian Bondurant with that? Brian Bondurant did. Brian Bondurant helped Brian Bondurant. Do you know why Brian Bondurant is getting a master's degree in 2 weeks? Because Brian Bondurant decided to do that. You didn't help. You being the critic. You didn't help me do shit. In fact, you plotted against me. I'm disabled. I fall asleep at work. I got somebody calling the supervisor over. Brian's over there asleep and he's black. Maybe Brian is having a medical emergency. But when you're black and you're a man, it doesn't matter because you can't play Prince Charming. I know I'm going on the tangent now. But it's there. The subtext is there. You don't matter when you're a black man. You're not the prize. Let me tell you something. I don't go by fairy tale bullshit rules. I live in reality. I get my bills, I pay them. I see a problem, I go back to school. That don't work, I go back to another school. I've been to 6 colleges. That's why I'm able to get my master's degree now, because I've already been to 5 colleges. But make no mistake, the only reason I'm graduating with a master's degree is because I decided to do so. I didn't ask permission. I didn't ask anybody permission to go to grad school. I asked myself because I have to pay it. So the next time you think about calling me an asshole, I want to ask you, how much of my tuition are you going to pay? Another thing, I'm publishing. It's not a screenplay because they wouldn't let me write it like that way. I'm publishing a novel, part of it, but it's really a television show. How much work did you put in on that? Oh, that's right. You're not smart enough to do it. You're not clever enough to do anything that I've done. You'll sit up there and call me a nigger or try to call me inferior. Scientists will tell you that you're wrong. You didn't write a television show dedicated to the Brontes. In fact, You read all those names in there, you wouldn't understand who those people were, who those people are based on. Just like when I wrote the screenplay to Ulysses 2, based on James Joyce's book. Y'all don't know about Ulysses 1. But you're better than me. Go on and be better than me. Go on and be better than me. Like Cyclops said, pass on through, Logan. You said you passing through. Pass on through, Logan. Pass on through. You think I'm an asshole? Okay, you're right. You have the right to do that. Now get the fuck out. Get the fuck away from me. I don't have to hear that shit from somebody who has a GED. You're superior to me, but you have a GED. Or you dropped out of high school. Or hey, you went to college and you just didn't like the teacher, so you just decided to stop going to college for some reason. You transfer to another school. If you don't like the teacher, transfer to another school. That is not an excuse for not finishing college. I'm sorry. Why are you sitting over there talking about how superior? This is the point. This is the problem. Everybody's superior, but nobody can finish anything. Now watch. When I graduate from grad school, it's going to be motherfucking crickets. You're going to hear crickets. It's going to be like, it's going to be dead silence. Dead silence. But I didn't do it for other people to cheer for me. I already know who doesn't give a shit about me. I'm not worried about that. You know why? Because God made the path for me. And when he makes the path for you, you get punished when you get off the path, like in American Werewolf in London. Stay your ass on the path. Stay on the path. But as far as somebody having a problem with me, you're not my mother. If my mother has a problem with me, then I have to deal with that. If my best friends have a problem with me, then we gotta chop it up, as they say. Okay? But if you're just some rando person feeling so entitled because you're American, we are not fucking married. We are not married. And I'm going to give you a heads up. We're probably never getting married because I started when I was 3. I don't know how many videos I had to do this. I started drawing when I was 3 years old. I started creating my universe and my characters when I was 8. I have done all the work. Ask my professors. They'll tell you. Ask my professors. They'll tell you. Ask my classmates. They'll tell you. It's right there. There's no AI at Bond Comics. There's no AI at Durant Books. Well, okay, there might be a little AI artwork, but it's I'm making AI artwork. I'm talking about with the writing. When you go to college and you take a class and you have professors and classmates, they sit up there and tell you what's wrong with your writing, unless you're too arrogant to take a class. We got too many rock star people in America. They just want to pop out and be famous. It's like, you need to take some classes. I don't care how good you are. Believe me. You will thank me if you just take some classes. You don't even have to get a degree. Just take some classes. Whatever you're doing, get a teacher, get somebody to read your work, something. Don't just pop out, because you'll regret it if you don't do your second draft, third draft, sometimes fourth draft. You need to do that. You need to do that. So I reject your rebukes. If you have a problem with me, like I used to say, don't marry me. You can be superior to me in your head if that's what you want to do. LinkedIn won't listen to you. LinkedIn's not going to listen to you. They already waiting for me to graduate from grad school. You go on and get on LinkedIn and see what they say about your education. But they're not going to sit there and say, oh, you're superior to Brian Bondurant. No, they're not going to say that. They're not saying that. They don't go by your race, honey. Sorry. They don't go by your race, honey. They go by your resume. And if you call me an asshole, I feel like I have the right to be by now. I've listened to everybody, and most of these people were racist, black, white, Latino. Not too many Asians have been against me, though. When I was in college the first time, Asians really loved me. But whites, blacks, Latinos, everybody's been against me for some racist reason. And I've listened to your bullshit, but I'm not going to do it anymore because I'm about to become a professor. And you'll just have to fail my class. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You can't get into my class because you got a GED. Enjoy your GED, losers.